That's a pleasant way to start off the podcast, isn't it, really?
Water bottle sound effects.
Yes. Right here in the den of my room.
Yes, we've changed. We've been doing the same location for like almost
A couple
a
weeks
month.
now.
Yeah.
Because we did my house how many times? Like 3?
Yeah. And then
like, what movie was the first movie we did yours?
I have no fucking clue.
It was like the 3rd or 4th episode, I think.
Yeah, it might have been first Tenet. Like
Tenet? No, what was the first movie we did? I forget. Wasn't the first movie?
No, it was
first
New
movie.
Mutants.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because we talked. We were in a room. That's right.
Yes. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. No. Wow.
Anyway, good evening.
Good evening to you, sir. It's quite late.
First evening. Recording.
Quite late. It's quite hot too. I'm fucking steamed.
It's very hot right now in the
Izzy Sphere
suburbs.
Yes. In the burbs.
In the burbs.
Burbs in the trap. I don't know. Fucking. Yeah.
I think this might be the last week where we don't do a non-video podcast. So this is the last week with audio only.
Well, like we're gonna have audio. Like, there's gonna be an audio version on like Apple and shit. Because that's my preferred way of listening to podcasts. But I know there's probably a whole bunch of, maybe not a whole bunch, but a couple people that I know like the way they listen to podcasts is they'd rather watch it than listen to it, than it'd be like a listening thing. You know?
We're going to expand.
Yeah, you know it, son.
Expansion.
You know it, brother.
How's your
really
week?
Loud.
How's your week?
How was my week? My week was okay. Let me have a look at my notes and see what I did this week, even though I remember. What did I do? I got a new phone before the last episode, did I? I did.
Yeah, you had that last week.
Cool. Not the flex or anything.
I said the 2 eyes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I remember.
That's right. No, so I went to the Blue Mountains for a little holiday with my missus, if you want to call her that. You can call her that, my girlfriend, Annie. And we went to the Blue Mountains. It was lovely. We went there for 3 nights.
Nice.
And I recommend it.
Yeah?
Yeah, where we stayed, it was great.
Sick.
I would have liked to stay at least one more night, but it costs money.
Yeah, it's fair. That'd be expensive, especially now.
Yeah, I don't know. It was Airbnb and it was really good.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was quite cool. Weather was decent. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't bad. It was sort of just okay. But yeah, it was good getaway. You know, we what do we do? Went out for dinner at this place called the Polar Bear of Lura. So we stayed.
That's a long ass name for a restaurant.
We stayed in Katoomba.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Lura is just it's like next to Katoomba, like east, right? It's just like where Katoomba ends, Lura starts.
I see.
And that's where we went for dinner.
Sick.
And it was lovely. We had a lovely pasta and a pizza, and I recommend if anyone goes there, go there because it's good.
Pizza.
Get the Polar Bear pizza. It's nice.
Pizza. Nice. Pasta and pizza. Things that both kill me. Maybe. Not pasta. Pasta would kill Jazz.
Why? Carbs?
Some shit like that.
They need a fart.
Glutton. Do it.
Didn't hear it.
You missed. I was going to say, there's a few things that happened this week. Pretty cool things.
Prequel?
Pretty cool. I'm trying to remember.
What do you mean prequel?
Pretty cool.
Oh, I think you said prequel, like Star Wars prequel things.
No.
I was like, what do you mean?
First thing I'll bring up is Doctor Strange has officially been confirmed to appear in Spider-Man 3.
What?
Officially confirmed. Like proper.
Okay.
Reported by
multiverse
people.
Stuff.
Maybe not so much multiverse. We just know that Doctor Strange is going to be in it.
Nice.
And I don't know how big his role is, and I hope it's not too big. I hope it's a very small role.
I feel like it's going to be smaller than Iron Man in the first one.
Yeah, I really hope so. But while saying that, this movie takes place between WandaVision and Doctor Strange Multiverse. So I'm kind of thinking maybe...
It leads up to it.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe, something's going to happen during this time period. And it's going to be very multiversal things.
Multiversal, I like. That's a good word.
Multiversal, yeah.
I don't know if that's a real word.
It's my word now.
It's your word. Copyright
it's my fucking word. I copyright that shit.
You should.
Yes. And I think it's gonna... Well, one thing I'm really hoping for is that it doesn't focus on the multiverse things. Kind of want it to be like, third act.
Yeah, I was hoping like he comes in later, later in the film.
Yeah, and I'm kind of hoping that it happens because of stuff that happens in the third act. Maybe, Doctor Strange does something that, opens the multiverse.
Well,
or,
yeah.
You know, things that happen, and then in the post-credit scene, you see like other Spider-Man dropping out of the sky or some shit.
Yeah.
And then like a movie dedicated to Spider-Verse. That'd be cool.
That's going to happen, hopefully.
I guess the only way of finding that out might be on the confirmed Investors Day on December 10th.
What is that?
So an Investors Day for Disney is where they announce like their future projects. Sometimes anyway. Sometimes they announce new like movies and stuff. So they could announce the next Disney Plus TV shows. They could announce like release dates, filming dates, all that kind of shit. I don't really know. Investors Day. It sounds important.
Yeah. I think Paramount or Hasbro or something had something similar where they sort of were talking about, because they own Dungeons and Dragons.
Yo!
I think
that shit.
I think they're doing a movie on that.
That'd be weird.
They're doing a movie on it.
It'd be really weird.
I think it's Dungeons and Dragons. Similar name if it's not that.
Shit.
But I think they own the rights to that.
Yeah.
And that's like same with like Transformers and shit and G.I. Joe and...
That would be a really weird movie.
That sort of, it doesn't have that in it. That's not what I was saying.
Yeah.
I was just saying that that's what... because they're trying to bring Dungeons and Dragons to the forefront like they did with Transformers. It's 10 or so years ago. It's become pretty popular.
It's gaining popularity.
So I think that they're trying to put all their trust in that because they can't put the trust in other things.
Fair enough. And I feel Dungeons and Dragons is definitely, becoming a very, like a bigger license.
Genre just bigger thing.
Bigger thing.
You know?
And they could definitely expand that.
Yeah.
Because I know the only like game as in, Xbox, PC, PlayStation thing.
Yeah.
That is close to Dungeons and Dragons is a game called Baldur's Gate, which came out like last week. And I've never seen a game like Dungeons and Dragons besides that. So
okay.
Maybe they're going to try and expand that. Other things. Batman.
I was about to say
fucking Batman is filming in Liverpool, England right now.
Yep.
They're filming what looks like the funeral scene.
The same one that we saw photos
in the
of.
Trailer.
Yeah. Well, that video where it was Robert Pattinson on the bike and he fell off.
Yeah.
Same location.
Yeah. I think. Sick. Anyway, from this, filming, there's been lots of photos, not leaked, taken. There's Penguin.
He looks like Penguin.
I don't have any of the other photos on my phone because I'm stupid.
Nice.
But obviously lots of Robert Pattinson photos. One of Selena Kyle. I forgot her actual name. Zoe. I forgot her name.
It's something. It ends with it, doesn't it? ITZ.
And whoever's playing Falcone, I forgot, also in there. And he's got 3 scars on his face, as in like a scratch. So
right.
I feel like he's going to have a...
Wolverine is
Marvel
confirmed. And DC are crossing over. That's what's happening.
Holy shit! Oh my god.
That was an embarrassing burp. I'm sorry.
Not powerful enough. Anyway, powerful. Obviously he's going to have a run-in with Catwoman before that moment, so that's cool. There was also a photo of the Batman outfit going into like a covered set. So nobody could get a photo of what was happening in there, but
secretive.
They saw the Batman suit walking in, which was cool. I really liked that. And I think that's all I can talk about on that subject. Thirdly, there's been articles coming out on Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man, PS5, PS4.
Okay.
So like pictures like this.
Right.
So it's Miles talking to Peter, but Peter's like on a hologram. So I feel like that's going to be like...
Is it a message or is he live chatting?
Yeah, it looks like a message. Or actually, no, it could be live chatting because there's a camera there as well.
Oh, okay. And
it's
got a red light on it. So
I feel like that's what the mini games are going to be like, because you know how you had the Taskmaster ones in the PS4. I feel like that's going to be...
He's training. He makes you train.
Training. That'd be... Oh, dude, I fucking love it.
Sounds good.
And this. There's a video, but this is a photo still of just Spider-Man and Miles swinging together. Miles, another suit. It's got his iconic jacket.
I like that one.
Like a hoodie. He's got Peter's old mask on.
Yeah.
And he's also got
That's some fucker. He's wearing some Adidas.
Adidas.
That's definitely Adidas. He got the 3-stripe. He definitely wearing the motherfucking Adidas.
Yeah. I really like how you can obviously see he's got the black part of his Miles suit down the bottom, but at the top
socks.
it's like, yeah, you can tell like it's midway through.
Yeah,
it's not
really
quite
like that
finished
suit.
yet, but he's like, it's
That's cool.
work in progress.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. And last thing I'm going to talk about is Gina Carano from The Mandalorian has blocked me on Twitter.
Are you fucking kidding? Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
dude.
isn't that the
She
isn't that the person who plays like the strong girl in the movie? I forget her name.
Yeah, her.
The show.
Yeah.
Are you-
She blocked me on Twitter.
How? What did you do?
Well, she's a transphobe. So
She's a transphobe.
and
Why do they fucking hire her?
and this was after, obviously. And she's very anti-mask in America and
Okay.
believes everything should be open. So I kept sending a message of Paul Rudd's like shouting about masks, and I was like, "Block me, just do it." And she finally blocked me.
That is fucked.
So
That's fucking awesome.
fuck yeah, dude.
Like we're doing The Shining this week, and I don't even. That's so much more better than talking The Shining. The fact that you know a celebrity, she has gone on her account and she has looked at your account and gone, "Fuck this kid,"
And fucking blocked me.
3 dots. Block. Are you sure you want to? Yes. Block that
How
fucking guy.
fucking good is it?
That's so funny. I mean, you also have John Cena following you, don't you?
Yeah, John Cena is my favorite mutual. Do you also know Tyra Magnus, the YouTuber?
Oh yeah, dude.
He blocked me as well.
No. Why?
Because he made a video saying that I think it was Captain Marvel. I forgot. I think it was Captain Marvel. Like, oh no,
We're already getting into YouTube
I forgot
drama.
what he
Really?
said.
We just started. It hasn't even been 10 weeks yet.
I forgot what he said, but he said like a game or something was the George Floyd of 2000 like games.
Son,
and
what
I
the
was like,
fuck do you
I was
mean?
like, Tyrone, I've been following you for so long, but that's a massive miss, dude. You can't like say that. And he just fucking blocked me out of nowhere. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
So this week you got... Wait, did they block you in the same week?
No. Tyrone fucking blocked me months ago.
Oh,
I forgot to tell you about that.
That's
I completely
funny.
forgot it happened.
that's hilarious. And
Yeah.
she blocked you within last week.
Oh, within the last few weeks, I think, because I sent it to her maybe a month ago and I just haven't checked. Obviously,
Oh,
I couldn't
okay.
see any of her tweets because I'm fucking blocked. Maybe that's why.
That is fucking hilarious.
How good. How fucking good is
Both
that?
of them blocked you. That
Yeah.
reminds me, you know Cody Co?
Yeah.
Justin Bieber has him blocked
No.
for some reason on Instagram,
fucking
I think.
gold.
I think it's Instagram, yeah. That's fucking hilarious. Also,
Cannot wait to watch The Mandalorian and be like, hey,
that
she blocked
the person
me.
who's playing that character,
She fucking
she
blocked me on Twitter.
She blocked me on Twitter. That's
So
fucking
happy.
hilarious.
I'm so happy.
You're happy that she blocked you.
Yeah.
I'd be okay. I don't care about her because her character's
Yeah.
like mid for me.
Yeah,
I'm like, I
very
couldn't-
mid
I
character.
couldn't give a shit. But I just want to make sure. Yeah, okay, we're good. If like Pedro Pascal like blocked me, I'd be sad. I wouldn't want to do
I'd
this.
fucking cry.
I wouldn't want to be this episode.
Oh, I'd just cry.
You know what I
I
mean?
think I'd deactivate Twitter and make a new one just so
Nice.
I'm not blocked. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Nice.
I don't think
Do I have anything?
I didn't really do anything that much this week. Jazz got a job.
Good job. Very nice.
Um,
I'm gonna bleep that out just because
but
there's not very many of them.
yeah, it's true. What
And
else?
that too.
What else? I got FIFA 21.
How's that going?
Would you believe that it's an exact copy and paste of the last one? Whoa!
I don't know.
It's got some new features in it, but obviously nothing too groundbreaking.
Hey, guess what? It's still FIFA.
yeah, exactly.
Bro, I played FIFA 08 and some kid maybe played FIFA 13 when FIFA 13 was like bigger and I was like,
Yeah.
dude, FIFA 08 is better than this.
Yeah. The old ones. FIFA 13 was, in my opinion, the worst one ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know the difference. So
There you go.
I have FIFA on a PlayStation 2 that I don't even really have access to.
Yeah.
It's my dad's, but
I just break it.
what?
The FIFA.
What do you mean?
FIFA's
like you
dumb.
glitch it.
No.
Do you remember the glitches people used to do?
Oh.
The compilation and like they make them
Oh,
really
yeah.
big on like the
Make 'em
field,
really big.
or like just parts of their legs like fucking huge,
Yeah.
just like running,
yeah, and make
looking
the
like
ball really
whack
small.
as shit. Yeah.
Oh, another thing I was going to say, I got Minecraft so I could mod it on my PC.
How is it?
And I got a thing called RL Craft, which is like real life craft.
Yes, I've heard of it.
It's got like dragons and shit.
And then it ends. We'll talk about Minecraft. I'm going to write Minecraft down.
Yes.
So
later. Later.
Hold on, let me
See
do
you later.
that. Minecraft. I think this happened last week.
Yeah, it did happen last week.
We talked about Did we talk about Minecraft and then it
Yeah,
stopped?
caves.
And then,
The caves
and then
update.
it stopped. Wow, it's going to happen every week from now on.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Minecraft at
Lovely.
exactly 14 minutes and 50 seconds every week.
And then 10 seconds in,
Yeah.
some song plays. And then we're like, oh, wow, movie time. Well, speaking of movie time, this
The
week's
Shining.
movie is The Shining, directed by Stanley Kubrick, starring
Jack Nicholson.
Also, I know I said last week I'd get some sort of an order for this week, but
Yeah.
it's been a busy week and I
That's fair.
haven't had time.
That's fair. We're doing scary movies
Yes.
for October.
I don't really have a name. I think I call it like triple horror October. It doesn't really have a good ring to it. It's not
Yeah.
a K ring.
We'll think of something.
Yeah.
That's work in progress.
Try horror.
We've got till.
Try horror.
Yeah.
October try horror.
That's cool.
October triple horror. October try something like that. October
Try.
triple.
Try is cool.
Yeah, like October try horror.
Yeah, it gives me a Harry Potter vibe. The try fucking.
The Try Wizard Cup.
Yes, that
The
fucking
Try
thing.
Wizard Tournament.
The Try Wizard, Jordan. Goblet your fire.
The goblets of fire, isn't it, mate?
Did you put your fucking name in the...
Did you put your fucking name in the goblet of fire, Harry? I don't know. It's a dumb voice. This wasn't even
Yeah.
me trying to mimic that. I was just doing a voice.
So it's got Jack Nicholson.
Wow.
It's got a woman. I forgot her name.
don't know her name.
I'm going to look it up. But it's also got Danny
It's got
Elfman.
Ewan McGregor in it.
No, fuck off. The Shining.
So this is spoilers. In case this is your first episode, this is spoilers.
It's a pretty new film. Maybe you should.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we should do like
It's not 40 years old.
Shelley Duvall.
Is that a name? Can I look at the
Yep.
name?
Shelley Duvall.
Shelley. Yeah,
and
nice.
Danny Lloyd.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Danny Lloyd. He
Wait.
doesn't act anymore, by the way.
Wasn't his
Yeah, his name was Danny.
in the movie?
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
was Jack's.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Didn't
I
notice.
didn't notice that one either.
Except Wendy's Shelley. So
Yeah.
I think that's the one big difference. Anyway,
How do they do that? That's interesting.
yeah.
Maybe they just cut. I mean, his name would have already been that in the book
Yeah, that's true.
by Stephen King.
Maybe
Stephen King or
picked-
Stephen King?
Stephen.
Yeah.
Maybe they picked their actors according to names.
That's what I meant.
They had someone really cool.
I don't know if they had anyone called Wendy.
Yeah. Fuck. Nobody's called Wendy besides the shop.
No.
Anyway, what did you think of the movie?
I loved it. I think it was great.
Yeah, that was fucking great.
It was crazy
I'm
though.
surprised I didn't watch it earlier.
Oh no. I think with me and horror movies I get this thing and I'm not too big on horror movies, but when I watch them I don't get as scared as I know other people
Yeah.
do get.
Yeah, that's
I don't
fair.
think. It's like this weird thing where it's like, oh, horror movie, then I watch them. I'm like, no, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Like I watched a bunch of horror movies in 2018, I think.
Yeah.
Just ones that come out that
Oh
year.
yeah, there was
And they weren't great. I was like, oh, this is weird.
honestly, I think the scariest thing that's come out in the past like 5 years is Haunting of the Hill House.
I haven't
And
seen it.
That's it. Like
I thought Hereditary was scary.
Hereditary was scary, but you know, again, it's a movie that's kind of like a thriller
Yeah.
more than a horror.
That's also like a psychological thing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely. Whereas Haunting of the Hill House is proper just horror,
Like scary.
scary shit.
Yeah. I only think Hereditary was really scary was because it fucks with you.
Yeah.
When you go back into your own house and then you're like
Yeah, exactly.
you're like, why am I looking at everything double? Like why am I double checking every corner?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's kind of like the Invisible Man. You're just
I haven't
looking
seen
at What the fuck?
It came out this year, right?
Yeah, yes.
It's got the chick from oh my god, what's her name? What's the show?
I forgot, but I know what you're talking about.
The Nun show.
No idea.
Not Nun.
I got none idea.
The fucking what's the name? Dude, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
You don't?
Look it up quick.
I
And
am
it's
gonna
also
look it
got
up.
the guy from
Oh my
Haunting
God.
of the Hill House.
I almost had it in my head right then.
Bum, bum.
Fucking hell! What is what's the Invisible Man?
Yeah.
The Invisible Man. And it's starring... I don't want to go to the Wikipedia page, you fucking dog.
I'm also going to quickly say, in case nobody knew what The Shining was actually about, because I went into this movie and all I knew about it was, here's Johnny.
Yeah,
That's
me too.
That's it. So in case nobody knows what it's about a family that head to an isolated hotel for the winter so the father can get a job.
Because he has to look after it while it's there, I think. Isn't that what... I thought that's what they explained. We didn't really see him doing much.
Yeah, I know. It was mostly her doing all the work.
The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah. Oh, Handmaid's.
What the fuck am I talking about? Stupid.
So it's Jack Torrance, Wendy Torrance, and Danny Torrance. And they all go to an isolated hotel for the winter where Jack has gotten a job as a keeper.
His job needs to take care of the place and
And it says here, a sinister presence in the hotel influences the father into violence while the psychic son sees horrific forebodings from both past and future.
Yeah, yeah. We'll talk about this movie as it goes along, I think, because I don't think it's one of those movies where if you're going to talk about it, I mean every movie in a way, but like The Devil All the Time, for example, you could be like, okay, we're going to skip the whole fucking intro and we're going to talk about Tom Holland's part.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you wanted to.
Yeah,
but I think with this, it's like they introduce this character, Jack, right?
Yeah.
What's his Torrance? Jack Torrance, and then you go to this place, this big hotel, big fancy hotel, and they are sort of talking to him, and as they're introducing stuff to him, you're being introduced to the same information he's being told too, right? And then a bit later on, like they explain this not foreshadowing. They explain this story that happened about 10 years ago. It was in 1970. This movie came out in 1980, so I'm saying it's about 1970. Wait, no. I'm saying the movie said about 1980 because they said 1970. The movie came out in 1980, so I don't know. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Unless it's set in the future. I don't know. Fucking know, dude. Anyway, they say this thing happened where this guy he did the same job.
Yeah.
Right? And he came and he went insane and he killed his wife and his daughters and he chopped them up and put them in a room and stacked them or something.
Yeah, and then shot himself
and then blew his head off with a shotgun. Yes. And that makes you think, really, for me, really early on, okay, something very similar is going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's very like in your face. The way they talk about it, and they all sort of laugh about it, like, it's just that story, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's sort of like that. And the way they talk and the way they're acting, it's very, like, I don't know how to, I have this feeling, I'm trying to see if I can put into words. Like, it's very, look at me. Like, pay attention to this piece of information.
Oh, yeah.
Like, right now.
I feel like I don't even remember if there was music or any, like,
when they were talking?
Any sounds in the background while they were talking. Maybe like
just like
the sounds of the background is it non-diegetic? I forgot.
I forget the names. Diegetic and non-diegetic.
Blah, 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 blah. It's really focused on the dialogue in that scene.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't show all three of them while talking about those certain things. It only shows one of them when they're talking about it. Jack Nicholson's character, Jack Torrance, when he replies to the stories, it's focused on him. When he's telling the stories, it's focused on the owner. So it really is a look at me moment.
It's like pay attention, and I think that's in a way trying to I mean, we literally just finished this movie.
Yeah, literally 20 minutes ago.
So I haven't thought about it. I haven't had a lot of time to think about it, but I'm going to be thinking about it as we talk about the storyline, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it's very look at me and whatever. You then get introduced to this character. I forget his name. He might be the only.
Is that the
only black character in the film?
Yeah, it says Holloran.
Is that his
name? He's the chef.
Yeah, the chef cook.
His real name is Scatman Crothers.
So Scatman,
yes,
Scatman. As soon as you get introduced, so okay, I think I've done this thing. I really suck at retelling stories. Really, this is a thing that happens with me. So basically, he agrees to the job, and they sort of explain some more things and whatever. Then he goes back home.
Yeah.
Right, and then he comes back with his wife and his kid.
Yes.
I don't remember the wife's name. What's the wife's name?
Wendy.
So he comes back with Wendy and Danny.
Yes.
and there's still people there because it's like the last day.
Yeah, and they were like tidying up.
Yeah, just making sure because they all want to leave.
Yeah.
And the cook, there's this moment when they're in a certain room.
The storeroom with the food.
Yeah, I think there was something before that. I forget what it was.
And I think I know why it happens now.
What do you mean?
Do you know why? So, I'll explain because I think I know what happens. The chef is in the storeroom explaining what's in the storeroom to Wendy because she's going to be cooking for the family, and then just like turns to Danny, the kid, and says, "What does he say?"
He says, "Would you like some ice cream, Danny?"
Doc.
And
in the previous scene, he said
things are making sense now. Psychic shit and whatever.
He kept calling this the kid Doc, even though only his mum and dad really call him, and and they haven't done it previously in front of him, so she was really confused.
Yeah,
and I think I know why, and it's pretty easy to find out because it happens later on. He gets those psychic views of room 927?
237.
No, 9237.
It's just there's three numbers, 237.
Oh fuck, I'm stupid.
237.
237. He also gets the psychic.
He has the shining thing. Shine exactly. Or whatever his grandmother called it.
And the son has the shine as well.
Yeah.
So I think he had the shine of Doc, Danny, coming in and something bad happening. That's why he kept calling.
Yeah, okay. I thought because you know how you said like psychic? So it's like, it could be like a reading minds thing.
Yeah.
So because when he directly looked at him and he said that, he's, looked into his mind and he might have heard the word Doc somewhere in there. And the kid didn't like react weird because I think the kid is familiar with it by this point. You know what I mean? Also, another thing they do, just backtrack a little bit, Tony.
Yeah.
The inside voice inside, the voice inside Danny.
Yeah.
At first it's like something that like a kid does. It's like this is my character and I'm
it's kind of like an ET thing.
It's like this is Jeff.
Yeah.
This is Jeff. Hi Jeff. And then the parents play along with it because it's like a kid and he's just making up shit. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I think Tony's very fucking real.
Oh, for sure. And obviously, we haven't watched Dr. Sleep.
No, I haven't.
No fucking spoilers,
please.
But I feel like Tony's going to be explored in that.
Yeah, because there's another girl in it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like they both have the sort of same thing.
Oh, okay.
That's what the trailer hinted at, I think.
Oh, and hers is Tori.
Is it?
No, just joking.
Nice. Good one.
But yeah.
They introduced, this. They're doing these things in front of you without you being familiar with what's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
I admittedly at first I was like, oh, this guy's like weird.
Oh yeah,
the cook guy. I'm like, this guy's strange. And
especially the part where he looked at it.
Yeah, he like looked at him. He was like, "You want some ice cream?" And like in his head, and I was like, "What the fuck was that about?" But then later on, he starts talking to him, and then you start to understand. He's like, "Oh, he's just trying to get him familiar."
Yeah, he's just trying. I think he was like trying to warn him in a way, because obviously
he's cool. I like that guy.
Yeah, he was pretty much a lifesaver in that movie. If he hadn't been
in a
there,
way, yeah,
in
the bend. Anyway, you want to keep talking about the story? What you think of it?
The fuck happens next after that?
I don't know.
I forgot.
They got. I think it cuts at one point.
Oh yeah, it cuts to a month.
Oh, it goes a month later.
Month in advance, and then it goes every 2 days. Every scene goes,
and then it goes like by hours.
Yeah, and the good thing about this movie, which I was kind of scared about, because I looked at the runtime. It was 2 hours 20 minutes.
Bit of a long one.
Shit, all right, a bit of a long movie. I'm going to be in here for a while. The rest of the scenes take place in a hotel with 3 people in it. I was expecting to get a little bit bored.
But Stanley Kubrick, man, I think.
It really did not get boring.
No.
A lot of the days were kind of mixed in length. You'd have the Sunday?
I don't know.
I forgot what days. But you'd have some days and it'd have lots of dialogue, lots of, exploring about the hotel, about the characters and all that shit. And then one day, specifically, there was just a day where Wendy and Danny went out into the snow and they were just like playing with some shit. And then it cut to Jack in the house just staring out the window with his devilish face. And then that was the entire day scene.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It all mixes in.
It was great. It was great. I liked it because, small things like that get you really questioning what's happening in the movie as well, and it had me very intrigued.
Yeah, it also with Jack's character, this movie is sort of, I don't know, it's like a conversation piece or point of whether is he seeing these things that are actually, like, are these things that he's seeing really happening, or are they in his head, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because okay, I know I said I'd follow the storyline, but I think from when it starts introducing the days, it starts to get a bit not messy, but like everything starts to blend together a bit more.
And
the gradual decline of his insanity is very obvious, and it's a gradient.
Yeah.
Like it's a very steady gradient.
Yeah, I thought about that as well, but at the same time, I think it might have like started from the beginning.
Yeah, there's looks on his face, and I'm like, that isn't very normal.
And the typing as well, because the only thing he typed the same thing.
What was it? It was
work time.
All work and no play. All work and no play for Jack, and he's a dull boy or something like that.
All work, no play for Jack makes him a dull boy.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah, and that was literally written down in every single
like
one of his
hundreds
things.
of papers.
Yeah, and he was, getting angry at Wendy because he was focused on his work, and that happens in like the very early, like midway through the movie. That happens, and
it was earlier than that.
Yeah, and he was. I think he was doing that the entire time.
I think he was.
Yeah, so I guess it was kind of like not him getting more insane throughout the entire movie. I think he was insane at the beginning, like all the way insane, and it was just him masking it.
Yeah.
And waiting.
And it sort of just the more he's stuck in this place, the more he can't hide from it.
Cabin fever.
Yeah.
I spoke about that at the beginning. And the drinking as well.
Yeah.
He drank more as the movie progressed.
And that was a point they made because he hadn't had a drink in like 5 months or something like that.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Even though one thing I wasn't sure about, right, was they talked about the injury with the kid.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And he said, but one thing came good out of when she's talking to the therapist or something pretty early on. She's like, but he, because the kid has the episode. Fuck, I forgot about that. Really early on. So the therapist is like, like what? Explain to me the situation. The wife explains it and she says, yeah, well, one thing good came out of it. Like he hasn't had a drink in 5 months. So I thought that the incident had happened 5 months ago.
Yeah.
When they said that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? But then later on in the film, Jack says, Nicholson or Torrance, doesn't matter, both Jack, says, he says, I think, is he talking to the bartender?
Yeah, and it says,
I think he is, and he said it was 3 fucking years ago. God damn it, or some shit like that. It was 3 years ago, the thing that happened. So he only stopped drinking 5 months ago.
Holy shit.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. So
he had been drinking that whole time up until 5 months ago.
Yeah, that's true.
So why did he stop 5 months ago and not 3 years ago? That's what I don't get.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? How that was like, I thought the thing might have happened 5 months ago until he was like, it was 3 years ago.
Yeah. That could also be him, going insane and feeling like he spent 3 years in the place.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's a good point. Maybe they lost track of time, but I don't think they would have in a movie that well detailed.
No, I think it's just more.
What else? Oh, I love the way it was shot.
Oh yeah, it's so to the point.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And I also liked how when he was chasing everyone with the axe, he'd gradually get slower and slower. Did you notice that? So he fell down the stairs when Wendy hit him with the baseball bat.
Can we talk about that scene?
Yeah.
The stair scene. That whole part for Jack Nicholson especially was fucking amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Like from the desk to when he got hit by the bat, I was like, holy shit. Like he's acting the more, like it's such a slight change in like facial expression, but the more it goes on, the more you think about it, the more you realize, oh wait, he's more angry than he was before. And he's more like faking this smile than he was before.
Yeah.
And then what is the one line?
So fucking devilish.
Yeah, the one line he says when he's like, I'm not gonna hurt you.
I'm just gonna bash your fucking head in.
Bash your head in and something like that.
Yeah, that was great.
She taps him with the baseball bat and then he taps out and he's like,
literally. I was gonna say I found a fact about that particular scene.
He actually got
while
hit in
ago.
the head.
Oh no!
actually passed
Apparently,
out.
she did that scene like over 60 times.
Fuck.
Yeah,
She
And-
did or he did?
like they both did, but you can tell. Like I did notice it because I had seen that fact about the movie a long time ago,
I didn't know that.
and I wanted to see if there was if I could notice it.
Like differences in facial.
Oh yeah, and I did kind of notice it. You can tell when it's like that particular scene starts when she's about to go up the main flight of stairs. So like that's not just one long scene.
Yeah.
There's a cut where she's she goes up the minor flights on the sides.
Oh, you mean they didn't like redo the take 60 times? They shot it 60 times so they could get the effect.
Oh no, maybe I think they did it 60 times to make
sure. Like they didn't like do the whole from the
Oh, I think it might have been
desk to the top of the stairs.
Oh
60
no,
times.
no,
Okay.
it was 60 times just going up the flight of stairs.
Ah, okay.
You can tell because if you look at her face and her hair and all that, it's so fucking sweaty. You can tell she had been doing that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And before that, it wasn't. But like as soon as that scene started, you could tell that her whole face was just a lot redder, a lot sweatier.
Yeah.
And I think that was just them trying to get that really, really out of like her very out of energy. I don't know how to say it. But her very tired, swinging up the stairs.
Yeah,
like,
she's so clumsy in this movie, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to yell at her.
Shit.
I was like, she was running. I think it's after the "Here's Johnny" scene,
Yeah.
right? And she's running down the hallway. Like,
Oh my
I
fucking
farted. Sorry.
Nah.
She's like running, and then the way she's running, she's like, "Oh," and her arms are fucking fun. I'm like, dude, you're
Oh
gonna
my God.
stab yourself with that knife
Yeah, literally. She's a typical woman in a
in
horror
distress
movie.
at
Well,
this time.
Yeah. Well, obviously not women. Men do that in movies too. Fucking run up the stairs when the exit door's right next to it. That kind of thing. I was trying to find the fucking thing. I can't find it.
What?
The like fact about her doing the take a shit ton of
okay.
times. Yeah, Danny, the kid's performance.
I think you did really well.
Holy shit!
You didn't like it? Oh, you
No,
did
I
like
loved it.
Okay, good.
It scared the fuck out of me. If I had a kid like that, I'd
He
put
was
him
the
up for
scariest
adoption.
part. He was
Oh, yeah.
I thought because I've seen that one shot of him coming around the corner on the
Oh, yeah.
tricycle thing and
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
the two daughters there. I've seen that shot online and whatever, but I haven't seen this movie, right?
Yeah.
I knew it was from this movie, I think, but one thing I thought those daughters and whatever were going to play a way bigger part than
Oh
they did.
yeah, same.
I thought they were it's going to be a typical, like, not typical, but like they pop up like randomly and
Yeah, throughout the entire movie.
whatever, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was for some reason I was just expecting them to stab someone or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was expecting them to
Like
have
their
a bigger
faces
role.
to go like really scary randomly,
Yeah.
or like something.
Or
weird.
them covered in blood, which they kind of did.
It's kind of word, yeah.
But yeah, I'm kind of happy that they kept the main horror elements towards Jack and just him going insane.
Yeah.
Because that really sold it for me.
I was gonna say, like, do you think what I said before about his character and whatever, but do you think he like these things he's seeing, like him? I think the ballroom wasn't. I don't know then, but like something about the ballroom being full felt real.
Oh yeah.
But then remember, there's the first time when he goes to the bar the first time,
Yeah.
right, and then there's no drinks and shit there, and he says, "Oh, what do you say, Lloyd?" or
Oh
something.
yeah, he
Lloyd.
said directly to the camera.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. And then and then it cuts to the bar, and then
Yeah.
that guy's there, and you're like, "Oh, what the fuck? Who's
It's
this
full
dude?"
of drinks as well.
And there's full of drinks and choices.
Yeah.
But then when the wife comes in,
It's gone again.
right? I think this was this after she accused him of
Yes.
hurting Danny? Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. So he comes in, she comes in, and then he's like, "Oh, she's like, oh, what are you doing?" But it's all gone when she comes in.
Yeah.
So that means he must be seeing it,
Yeah.
right? But then it makes you question that, because later on when after he's stopped, what is the like he what the fuck did he do? Like he stops with the axe because he
Yeah.
hears the snow runner thing
Yeah.
outside, and she goes and she's running up and down the hallways, and she looks in a room and there's a person in a fucking furry suit and no other
Yeah.
person.
That's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Do you remember?
What's
you
the
know what I mean?
explanation for
I
that?
don't know. There's probably something, but then there's
Yeah.
also then she goes around another corner and there's a guy with the blood on his head.
Yeah. That kind of looked like the previous
Did it? I wasn't sure. It sort of did, but I wasn't 100%.
Because there was like blood on the top of his head too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But he shot himself through the head.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
It would have been blown up.
Yeah. I was gonna say the ballroom scene. Not the ballroom scene, but like a few scenes after that where she runs into a room and there's just skeletons everywhere and everyone's dead.
Oh yeah, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Obviously, I need to maybe not rewatch it. Maybe I should.
No, because the first time you see that shot, there's no people in there.
Yeah,
and then it cuts back to her, and then it cuts to like another shot of the room, and then there's people in there.
Yeah,
skeletons. Remember the room?
Fuck?
The room was empty. I'm pretty sure, and it was just all the cobwebs, and it was all like dark.
Oh
and
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And then it cuts back to her. Then it cuts back to the thing, and then the skeletons.
I like how. Also, another thing I did like how. Actually, no, I don't know if I did like it or not. I'm thinking about it more, and I didn't like it. How it wasn't explained.
What?
I would have liked to know why.
But is she seeing that? You know what I mean? Maybe she's going insane as well, is my point. You know?
Because she can't see the shine, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. If she doesn't have that gift or whatever.
Yeah. I feel like everyone with the shine can kind of like see through the psychological things.
Yeah, shit. Like they don't get as freaked out by it. Like when Danny sees the two girls, he's not like, what the he doesn't like freak out. He just like looks at them.
Yeah,
and he's
that's
like,
true.
oh, okay.
Freaks out a little bit. I did like his freak out faces. It really sold it for me.
Oh yeah, it made me feel
for
like
a kid actor too. He's really good.
It made me feel like he was like possessed.
Yeah,
especially when he's like screaming and he can like sense like the other pain of other people.
When he's like
the pain of the cook.
Oh yes,
when the cook dies.
Yeah.
Sorry,
and
cook. He got missed you.
Cook did. I forgot his name already. And the scene where shit, I forgot it already.
What scene?
Staring at the bed, like on the bed. He's staring.
Oh yeah.
And what does he say again?
Red rum.
Red rum.
Red rum. Red rum.
That was sick.
Red rum.
Yeah, that was
when
great.
when he like writes it in the wall.
Oh, that was good.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and you get like flashes of it like throughout the movie. Yeah. And then I'm like, I bet he's going to take the lipstick and write it. And then he does. And then, but that's not Danny's. That's like, I think that's Tony.
Yeah.
Tony trying to take it over and trying to save to make sure they don't die.
I was going to say, why did he touch the blade with his finger? Was he going to write it with blood?
I think he thought. You say that. I think it might have been.
Yeah, because you did say it's Tony, and Tony's like not like a bad influence.
We at this point we don't really know.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
When after that scene plays out, you think, oh, okay, maybe Tony's on Danny's side.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Because he warned her of the murder, and if it wasn't for, him.
Well, first off, he has the knife.
Yeah.
Right. This is holding the knife, saying basically physically saying, take the knife from me.
Yeah.
This is your weapon of choice now.
Yeah.
Right? When this person comes up, this is what you'll have to defend yourself.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? If he didn't hold the knife, she might not have picked it up from the bedside table.
That's true. And another thing is she cut him with the knife as well. She cut Jack with the knife.
Yeah.
So yeah. And he made no motion to stab her or slash her or anything with the knife. He kind of just stood there with it.
Yeah, it was just holding
she
it. She
woke up and exactly. He was like,
why do you have that? And then she looked, and then her direct line of sight was the reflection of the word red rum, which is murder.
Yeah.
And then she goes, what? And then from that point on, she's freaked out.
Yeah.
If he had written murder, right?
The right way.
The right way, she would have read red rum, right? Or like whatever you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. And then Jack
and then she would have been like, oh, like wait, what? And then she probably would have turned her head and looked at the thing and it says murder, right? But that's wasted time.
Yeah, exactly.
He's thinking like, fucking, let's write this shit.
It is a lot of thinking, like a lot of time before he actually writes red rum on the.
And he's saying it to himself too, isn't he?
Yeah, that's true. And I think he says it quietly at the beginning of the scene.
He's like red rum.
Yeah, and then it gradually becomes louder.
And then when he finishes the word, he goes red rum, red rum.
Because I think like the threat becomes, bigger and he's coming closer. Another thing is, maybe he didn't cut himself because he wouldn't be able to write it in time.
Yeah,
with the amount of.
I think that's why he did that, and I was like, oh, I could probably do something else, and went around the room and looked and found the thing. I was like, I can use that.
Tony's smart.
Tony is smart.
Tony got brain.
Tony is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though he doesn't have like a physical form, really.
He has the finger.
This is true.
Tony. What would your Tony be
is
called?
not here. Jeff.
I knew it was going to be Jeff. Yeah, I don't have a name for my Jeff, Tony. Probably Jeff as well. Jeff is pretty cool.
Jeff's a good name. Shout out
Jeff.
Shout out Channing Tatum.
Fuck you.
Here's Johnny.
Fuck that. Get the fuck out of me.
We're in a room, Rui. We're okay. All right. Well, we'll do. We'll just finish off the last bit. Yeah, I think basically this.
Yeah, I
great
guess.
Film.
Yeah. And I
you gotta watch it, man.
I
definitely need more time to process it.
Yeah, obviously every time I see like old. Okay, two things I'm going to touch up on.
Oh, there's one thing I want to mention too. Yep.
Okay. I loved how they didn't, rely on any special effects or anything. There was minimal makeup, minimal special effects.
Yeah.
And everything was, reliant on their performances and the music design, the sound effects and sound mixing.
Also,
I loved that.
also the set design and the choice of a hotel and the claustrophobia brings to the viewer.
Exactly.
Through the lens of a camera. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're watching in between these walls. There's no freedom.
Yeah.
You know that whatever you're seeing through in between these walls is whatever they're seeing.
Yeah.
You have no upper hand over the characters in the film. Like, you can't be like, that's going to happen, because you don't know.
Yeah,
You're in the same position as they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it makes you feel even worse knowing that, Jack says early in the movie that he feels like he knows the place. He feels like he knows
that ending.
Yeah. He feels like he knows past every wall. And then he's obviously got that upper hand. You feel like he's gonna, pop out of a corner because he knows the place better than everyone else. The second thing I was gonna say, I already forgot.
Okay. Well, while you try to remember, I'm going to bring up one thing. It might be the thing you're going to talk about. So, one thing I noticed throughout this film, in films nowadays, when they film dialogue, they'll film one person for a little bit, cut back, even if it's like, let's say we're in a movie, right? And we're doing a scene, we're talking the scene, right?
Yeah.
It'll film you for a little bit, and they might have a over the shoulder shot of me, right? And you might see like my chin, like doing this, like moving up and down from the side when I talk.
Yeah.
But like it'll be you, and then I'll talk, but the camera will still be on you while I'm talking.
Yeah, that's true. It's like just focused.
Right? But then it'll cut back to me, and then I'll talk, and you'll talk for a bit, but the camera's still on me. One thing I noticed in this film, it was like anytime anyone talked, that the camera was focused on them. It cut back, especially in like the interview scene.
Yes.
Like every time a new person started talking, it would cut to a focus of that person. Do you notice that?
Another instance of that, which I noticed, was the phone call between the chef and the police department. I guess
they did cut not as much, but there was the transitioning, because you heard them, like the other person talking over the phone.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You didn't really see that.
No.
Same thing with the radio talk earlier in the movie. Every time somebody would talk, it would completely show that person. You wouldn't hear them talking over while it's showing.
Yeah.
Wendy, for example.
I think from memory, the first time they didn't do that was in the bar when he's drinking and he's talking to Lloyd.
Yeah.
And then I think Lloyd talks while the camera's still on Jack.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
I think that could be the alcohol kicking in.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like the characterization is mixing in with the editing and the whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that would make sense.
How the character's feeling is becoming a bit more wonky and not as focused.
And how it doesn't exist, whereas the other ones it kind of does exist. Yeah. So it is only Jack there, not Lloyd.
Yeah. That's whack.
And the second thing I was going to say, remembered, was I loved how that obviously when I watch older movies and I see the effects and the camera work, I kind of cringe a little bit because it's a bit outdated. But
this one does.
It holds up.
This one aged really well.
Yeah. The only one that was kind of weird was when they did that first really extreme close up on Danny.
Yeah.
I forgot when it was, but it's very evident.
Yeah, it's that effect didn't work as well as it does, because they do that quite a bit throughout the film.
Yeah,
where
true.
It zooms in on a character's face and then they make an expression. But it was quite early on. It might have been on Danny, and they did it on Danny. But it was
it looked like a TV commercial.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I get you.
But I still loved it because they did it well, and he sold it with his reactions. Very well
dude.
Again.
I think they were all great.
Yeah, they were all great in this movie.
I think So anything you didn't like, just quickly?
No, I don't think so.
Not really. I think that it's a first half bit of a slow burn.
Yeah, definitely.
And you kind of wait for something to happen, but once it does, your eyes are never off the screen.
Yeah,
even from the beginning, because there's nothing happening, you're like, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We had a bit of a fuck up there. That's fine.
Yeah.
The audio thing fucked up.
Yeah, the intro was weird. I felt like it didn't.
I thought it was. I wasn't sure if it was
bootleg.
No, not even a bootleg. I was thinking like maybe it was a like it was the intro of a cinema company name.
Yeah.
Or something, and I was like, but it was the movie.
Yeah.
It was the little yellow beetle driving.
Yeah, exactly. Like
what
you
the
fucking
fuck
turned on an olden day Transformers instead of the movie.
Yeah, like literally, bro. There's literally the same shot in Bumblebee.
Yeah,
it's first thing they're going over the trees.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, there's the weekly Transformers input.
It was already earlier on too.
Fuck.
Well, yeah. Do you want to rate? Do you want to give it a score?
Oh,
final verdict?
Probably an 8.5 or a 9.
Yeah.
Again, I'd have to watch it again.
I think I have to watch it again.
But yeah, it didn't feel like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
No, that was shorter, but it was good. Yeah. Worth the whole time.
Everyone was really good in the movie. Wendy's character, I guess you could say her acting was bad. Some people would say that. But like it was just a character. It was her character.
Yeah.
Her character was clumsy. Her character, was really slow.
I think that you're right.
You could tell from the beginning in the first scene when she was talking to the doctor.
Yeah.
How she speaks to the doctor. She's kind of a bit slow.
Yeah, right. And doesn't really understand things.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the doctor's like, what the fuck, how are you
not?
And she's like, oh, well, it's normal and we're all just one big happy family. He doesn't drink it for 5 months.
Yeah, exactly.
This happened 3 years ago. Yeah,
exactly.
You get me.
Very good. Yes.
So 8.5 to 9, I'm thinking the same thing. It was really good, dude.
I might rewatch it again, but obviously that will...
It's probably going to be in a while, though, because I want to let it sink in and then...
Yeah. Next time I watch this movie will be right before Dr. Sleep, I reckon.
Yeah. I think, anyway. So I think next week's movie, we're going to do Scream.
Scream.
I think that's going to be more of a straight horror film.
I haven't watched that either.
Neither have I. I'm scared.
Why the fuck haven't I watched it?
Came out 20 years... it came out in 1999, I think, or 1996. One of those years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it was 1996. I think 1999 was Blair Witch Project. But we're doing The Witch, which already has the word witch in the name.
So we're not doing Blair Witch Project, so you don't get confused.
Yes.
There you go.
Anyway, we'll continue with your Minecraft, eh?
Oh, shit, Minecraft. Yeah, that's right.
That'll be the last thing to talk about, and then we'll wrap it up.
I was really just going to say that it feels like the Dark Souls of Minecraft.
What were we talking about? I forget.
The real life craft, the mod.
Oh, real craft.
With dragons and random mobs, I mean. It's horrifying. It's extremely difficult. It is literally the hardest thing I've ever had to play in my life. I played for maybe like a day or two before I actually got like a start. You know how you just like cut down a few trees, get some wood, and go mining, and then you're set.
Yeah.
I couldn't get to that for like a day or two. Because the only materials you can get at the beginning are flint tools.
Yeah, and they run out really quick.
And not only that, but to get them is like a 1 in 10 chance, and you have to destroy gravel.
Yeah.
And gravel's a piece of shit. I fucking hate gravel. It's like sand. It falls on you. But yeah, that was my Minecraft thing.
Nice.
I've spent a few days on it.
Is it fun, though?
It's fun. It's very rewarding once you get into
DMC.
it.
Haven't done that in a while.
DMC.
I was playing way earlier this year, and I just stopped at one point, and I was like,
Yeah, I feel like it's a game that you shouldn't play every day because you can get sick of it really quick.
I think it's definitely better when you play with people, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Too.
We should.
Yes,
we'll play.
We should get a realm.
Hell yeah. I was also going to say I went to Van Gogh Live last Friday.
How was that?
It was dope. I got so many photos. Look at it.
Looks sick as fuck.
It was really cool. I'm not sure, but hopefully it opens again because I'm definitely going to go see it. It had really nice sounds.
Cool.
While it was playing, and it was like very classical instrumental sounds.
One thing you mentioned sound. I just want to mention the music in The Shining. Really cool.
Oh
man.
yeah,
totally amplifies whatever the fuck they're doing visually.
Yeah, and I love how some of it was kind of misplaced as well.
Yeah.
Like how when Danny was opening the door and it really amplified just before he closed the door. It was weird.
Which door?
My explanation levels. When he
I was like, okay,
when he went in to go,
I'm waiting for you to explain this, and I'm hoping I understand it, but no.
When he went to go get his fire engine from the parents' room, and he opened the door, and as he walked in, it got really, really loud and amplified.
And it cuts to the dad, and then
to just no, it didn't even cut to the dad at that part. He just walked in, and then it stopped, and then he closed the door.
Yeah, and then it makes you on edge.
Yeah, exactly.
Great film.
Yes, great. Loved it. Good times. Great classic hits.
I reckon we'll wrap it up now because I got to drop you home, mate.
Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to talk about.
Me neither. I didn't really write much down. I was sort of chilling this week.
Yeah. All I'm really hoping for in the next week is maybe like a Bucky and Winter Soldier. Bucky and Winter Soldier every fucking time. Captain and America and the Winter Soldier trailer, hopefully, because I've heard
that's a movie, Rui.
What?
It's Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Holy shit.
You just said Captain America and the Winter Soldier. That's literally a movie already. It came out 6 years ago.
I'm just fucking around, you know me.
You're Jack from
I've heard that the filming for that show is like really amped up and they're about to finish.
Oh, really?
In Prague, Czech Republic.
Lovely.
Anyway, yeah, so there's that.
Cool.
I think
Hopefully
they're going to release a trailer soon. I'm really hoping.
I hope they fucking do, right?
Oh, I almost forgot. Pop vinyls for One Division got leaked.
Well, I don't want to see him.
You want to see him?
Yeah.
Do you want me? Oh, you do?
You show me after.
All right. I'll just tell you what. I'll tell them what they are. I'll tell the audience.
Okay.
So there's like 70s Vision and Wonder.
Yep.
80s Vision, I think. And then Halloween Vision and Wonder with their classic suits.
Nice.
It's fucking sick.
Cool. Well, on that note.
This be it. I've been sitting down for too long. I've got to stand up.
We'll see you next week for Scream.
Fuck yeah.
Hopefully some shit happens in the week.
Yeah.
We can talk about it, whatever.
Hopefully I get blocked by another celebrity or something.
Celebrity.
Who should I aim for?
I don't know. Amy Schumer.
All right. And just post videos. You're not funny. You're not funny. You're not funny. You're not funny.
Shut up.
Shut up. You're not funny. Good job on your acting career, but you're not funny.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening this week. We'll see you next week.
Drop us a rating.
Give us a rating. Give us a like.
Comments. Recommendations.
Yes. And we're doing video next week.
Video next week.
Look forward to that if you're more of a video person, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.